Real estate investing can go bad. When it does go bad, it usually, in my experience and in the experience of many real estate investors, is when you're doing a rehab. So when you're doing a rehab, you take title to a property, there's carrying costs, there's a lot of unknowns, both structurally with the property as well as value and what you're gonna sell the property for. Now that's again, there's a lot of professionals are in, so there's a lot of competition and some people are really good and then there's a whole bunch of other people doing it that aren't really good and that aren't making money and that are losing money. So real estate investing can go bad. And I had a fix and flip here a few years back, actually where the contractor went to jail in the middle of the project, set us back 4 to 5 days, cost us a whole bunch of extra money. It was a nightmare. On top of that, I've had properties where they didn't sell and I thought they were gonna sell them and they didn't sell them. I'm like, why are these properties not selling? And it's terrible. And you're sitting there paying interest and interest and interest. If you've budgeted that you're gonna pay 3 months of interest and it turns out you pay 6, 7 months of interest, that can be terrible. And in any market, you can usually go on the MLS and look at properties that have been on the market for a while, meaning they haven't sold. A lot of times you're gonna find a lot of rehabs where people, they went over budget, now they're trying to recoup that cost. Or their numbers were just wrong from the get-go, so they overpaid, and now they're just kind of stuck because they don't want to take that loss or they can't take that loss. The property's not selling, and again, that goes back to where you're sitting there a lot of times making payments, and even if you're not making payments, the cost of that capital. If you've got a $300,000 property and it's not selling, you're sitting on it, and there's no loan. Well, that's great. There's no loan, but you've got $300,000 you could have anywhere else making you money, and it's not. So real estate investing can go bad, but what's awesome is that with wholesaling real estate, there's not a ton that can go wrong, other than maybe the deal doesn't sell. Big deal, get the fuck over it. It's gonna happen, okay? You're gonna get a deal and it's not gonna sell. I write deals every month that I don't know if they're gonna sell. We just had one last month. A student brought me this deal actually, and a local student. I didn't know if the deal was gonna sell. We put it out for $17,000 over what we had it contracted for, and we got an offer of $3,000 less than we sent it out for. Now, I don't usually negotiate on my properties, but when you have these 50-50 properties, you're like, I think I can sell this, I hope so. Sometimes it happens. So what happened is, I got that offer within minutes of sending it out, and I said, that property's, I said, okay, thank you for your offer. I said, I think it's gonna sell for my asking price today. If it doesn't, I'll probably take that deal. I'll give you a shout back. He said, great. I didn't get any other calls that day. So I called him back. I said, hey, we got a bunch of calls on this property, but you know what? People want to see it and all that kind of stuff. I know you're ready to go right now. I'll do that deal for the $3,000 less. So we locked that thing up. Sold the property for $14,000, split that, and the next deal like that, I might look at it and go, gosh, I don't know. There's variables even with wholesaling. It comes back to now if I owned that property, right? What could have happened if that didn't work out? That would have been a bummer. So with wholesaling, it's really cool. Right? And there's not a ton that can go wrong, and I love it. You can make a ton of money and you have a ton of control. So with rental properties, there's different things that can go wrong. Obviously you can have renters not pay, evictions, repairs, there's all that kind of stuff, but that can all be built into your model. The thing is, before you start buying active rental properties, you want to have a really good education for that and really know your numbers and what you're doing. Wholesaling, you can just go out there and get a deal today. Go out right now, get off this fucking video right now, okay? Go knock on doors of shitty houses in your area and you go find a deal right now. Go post on a private Facebook group right now. Hey, I buy houses. And go out and find somebody that's, I just want to sell my house. I don't want to deal with realtors. I don't want to do all that stuff, pay fees. Look, what can you give me? I was at a Suns game last night, Phoenix Suns game, with the vice president of a big title company. Here we're real good buddies. And he's telling me about a realtor up in northern Arizona, and a good friend of his, she used to be a realtor down here in Phoenix area at Keller Williams. And anyway, she's up there and she's telling him, she's like, so she's a broker and she's at a listing appointment to list this house up in, I think it was Payson or Prescott, Arizona. And the seller's like, and she's like, what do you really just want for your house? Because we just kind of want it to be simple. We just want to be able to move. We've lived here forever. She's like, what do you want? And they're like, if we could get $200,000, that'd be awesome. And she's like, I'll offer you $200,000. I think I'll do that. She made $10,000 like that. She had never wholesaled the real estate. She didn't even really understand. That just kind of like opened her mind. That's how easy it can be, guys. So it's pretty cool. And then she was like, oh my gosh, I don't even think I'm going to do retail real estate anymore. That's what she told my buddy Joe. So I was like, yeah, I get it. That's why I haven't done retail real estate in years. Wholesaling is